Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is Mixed Media Friday with Cheeky Studio, and it's with Tuesday and myself. Yay, it's Friday, and I cannot believe it's March. So, here we go. As you're watching this, I'm going to quickly go through everything here. So, I grabbed, out of my kit, I got the monthly words, and I actually, believe it or not, I'm going to let you know, I used the full kit that it comes with. And then I use the thickers that are called Charming. They are the Crepe Paper's last year's Valentine's Day collection. I grabbed the old IM collection. And as you're seeing me go through those Inklingz and Creameez, I will tell you the names. And I also used up an old paper kit from Amy Tangerine. Feeling Better, I think is what it's called. Not quite sure. So, as you're seeing me put all these out, I have two Creameez in there, which one is called Daffodil and the other one is Grapefruit. And then I have three Inklingz. The Inklingz is Gold as it get, or Good as Gold, Steely Blue Eyes, and the Holly and the Ivy. Now, I had to, my products were just a little bit funky, so I went and I had to get some water and I had to get them, activated. So here I am doing some mixed media. So I put some clear gesso down on my paper off camera and I let that dry completely. Because what you see me here do is that I dip my paintbrush into the little container in water and I go back and forth. And I just get water and I go back and forth and I just take my paper and I flip it up and down, up and down. And I wanted to get lines. And I wanted to look like I'm making my own, background drop with this. Because the picture that I have that I'm using is of my family. It's like we're walking away, but it's my husband and I looking at each other, and my two children are, just making funny faces. And since the kit is called Monthly Words, you will see what I do with the kit. But I had this idea that I was like, you know what? My title is going to be 12 Months of Forever. And you'll understand what I mean by it once we get through this layout. So here I am. I'm just taking the colors. And because it is Mixed Media Friday, I leave in all of this. I want you to see how I do this, because I see a lot of people do this all the time, but not to the extent of what I'm doing. So I just go to town. I just keep dipping and dabbing and dipping and dabbing, and I go back and forth, and I get the water going, and I just want the colors, and I touch my paintbrush, and I get the lines to go. And you'll see me take the lines, my paintbrush with the lines, and make some lines, just so that I can have I kind of dabble into it, and I just get enough water and I go and I add more paint and I go back and forth, and I really, 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 really love how this background turns out. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, this is a mess. And then you see me take my my paper towels and you're like, what are you doing? You just took off all that color. I had to make it really light because my picture is kind of dark, not dark, but kind of dark. And so I want it to be as light as possible to be as bright as possible. So it works out amazing about how, I love how it turns out. I think it turned out amazing. And you see me draw out the lines here for this particular color because the Inklingz are a little different. They're a little bit thicker. They're a little bit tougher to get that water going. So you really, really got to make the lines go, and then you'll see the stuff come down. So it's ultimately amazing on the respect of that, to get it going, to get where I want it to be is really where I'm at. And I love, 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 love how this just turns out. I dip my paintbrush, I just go, and really, I didn't make that big of a mess, but I know I made a mess. And I just happen to just love just how this turned out. I'm so excited. I just love how this turned. So here I am. I'm now taking the last of the daffodil, and I go and I start making my drops. I just place the drops wherever I feel like it. And you see my mess on the side. I had to stop the camera here in just a little bit and come to freshly new. But I also had to dry this too. I really wanted to get this dried as much as I possibly could for this before I really get going. So here it is, it's dried. You see the what do we want to say? The droplets and all that. So I decided to do something different. I haven't done this in a long while. I took the back side of my paper and I just took a chunk out of it. And now I'm placing these papers back in it as I distress it. So I'm really distressing this. I make it really just stress looked on it. And then I place the papers down, and then I place another one down. I want to make sure that I get it as a 12 by 12. So as you see there, I'm almost not quite a full 12 by 12. So this is where I go and I make this paper. I line it up. And then I distress the other page that I place down. And I get this lined up and I place it down. So there it is. You see what I'm using. And let me get the thing for the Amy tangerine. I used Better and Together. The colors worked out perfectly for this. So for all of my papers and my embellishments that I use, not the embellishments I should say, the papers and some of the stickers. So here I am. You see me take this close to my heart burlap twine that I put down, and I'm making it I put 2 of them down. And once you see what I'm talking about, it'll look like I am dangling the things down. But first I stitch. So you'll see a lot of me showing you what I did for hand stitching, because I gotta get another camera set up so that you can be able to, I think ultimately I need to do like 2 cameras, and so that you can be able to see me thread and so on. So I'm placing these down and I get them like just barely stuck down, because I'm going to go back over them and sew over the top of them again. And you see that I'm just placing these down, and you see that I'm staggering. And I have them literally the months written down. So there I am. They're all hand stitched. And they're ready to roll for you. And so here I am. I take the papers that I have. And I just start to distress these and just place down my layers. And I'm finishing this up. I just wanted to make sure that I did everything that I'd like to for the layers and stuff. And I just keep playing it around. And it really just adds, I add a lot of the paper, but I didn't add that much paper. I just wanted it to I didn't back it on foam. I didn't do anything. And I just tuck it behind there and place it down. I ran out of ATGs, so here I am. I have to use my little guy from Stampin' Up. And then I take the bows. So like I said, I use up the whole monthly kit, the monthly word kit from Cheeky Studio. And I wanted to state on there that she kind of did this for a planner, and she kind of did it for like Project Life. So you can use that as that way. But I wanted to show you guys that you can do other things with that kit than just Project Life or planner type. And I do put the sequins on, but I do that off camera because it is kind of tedious. But you will see in the still shots at the end. And while you see me back the bows, I want you to go check out Tuesdays. I'm going to link everything down below. I will link everything that if it is still available to purchase, I will make sure that I link it down on the products that I use from Shimmerz and from Simple Stories and things like that. And then, of course, I will definitely link the monthly words. Also, I want you guys to check out the YouTube channel for Cheeky Studio, and also to go check out Tuesdays for Mixed Media Friday. Obviously, that's the whole point that you are here today, is to check out our 2 mixed medias. I saw her layout, and it is amazing. She actually did some of it on one of her live in the Cheeky Studio group, and I just know her stories are just, or her layouts are just as awesome. And I just love hers. So she has a different take, a very much different take on the layout, but that's the whole point of getting 2 different takes on mixed media. So here I am. I got out some of my Valentine Day stickers that I had left over from my February kit. And the words are XOXOXO and adore you. You will see me move these in a little bit. And I take the last 2 feathers that I had and I place them on there. And I start to lay down. You see me try to put that there, and I leave that there. And then I move the word forever, and I actually get out the I Am collection, and I make that, that word just a tad bit bigger. But you will see that I bring out my crepe paper. One's here shortly after I do some more dabbling. I get out the Good as Gold, and you see me do that a lot. And there I take my paper towels and I start to dabble on it because I wanted to keep, I just feel like I have to keep adding and keep adding when really I don't need to, but I just felt like I had to. And there are the words. So I get out 12 months, and I love that. But then I knew that putting 12 months would have been too big. So then I show you my sequence, and there I move those because I don't like those. And I use a teal color that matches that green that's on there for the word of, and then the word forever. And then I do place my journaling down, and you'll see me just kind of sit here and try to be like, well, what else do I need to do? And I do my journaling, and then I do place my date stamp, and then that's the end of my layout. So here I am, I'm just placing the word adore you right underneath the forever. And then I get out my, I was going to try to glue them down, but they stuck pretty good, which is kind of odd. And then I get the gold, or the Good as Gold back out again, and I just dabble again, and I put it all over because I feel like it just needs more mixed media. Why, I don't know, because there's tons of it on there. But we're almost towards the end, and I just want to say go check out Tuesday's channel and the Cheeky Studio channel. I'm going to link both of those down below. I will link all of the products that I used here today if it's still available. Go check out the group page, Instagram, all of that stuff. All of those links will be there. And I hope that you guys have an amazing Friday and an amazing month of March, because it is March. It'll be like March, what is it, March 2nd? Because I am doing this in February. So yes, it's March 2nd. So I hope the 2 days that you have had into March is a great one, and the first 2 months of the year has been amazing for you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.